Hey everybody, I am Elisha Christopher. It is another beautiful day in the garden. Thanks for tuning in. Let's begin as always by taking a breath together. So if you will, breathe in and let go. And so today I want to talk about remaining present. With everything going on in the world around us, I know for myself and for so many people that I'm talking to, it is so incredibly easy to spend so much of our emotional time, our thought thinking time, in a lot of what ifs and what's going to happen in the future and how is this all going to work out when and what's going to happen if. And there's a lot of really important things for us to think about, and there's a lot of really big sort of worries and fears hanging over all of us right now. When are our jobs going to come back online? When is the stimulus check going to come through? When is this? When is that? And there's so many questions. What's going to happen? How long is this going to go on? And these are all very important things that affect all of our daily lives, and we all want answers to. And there is something incredibly powerful in reminding ourselves every single day that all of these things are unknowns. All of these things are out in the future ahead of us. And that for the most part, most of us, most of the time, if we actually stop and look at what's going on right now, where we are in the present moment, more often than not, most things are actually working out rather well. And it's so much of the what ifs and also the perseverating and the worrying and the reflecting on things that have happened in the past that often occupy much of our time and much of our awareness, and much of our emotional self gets pulled into the past and into the future in a way that really keeps us from being fully in the present moment. And if we can begin to pull our attention and create a practice every single day of really just trying to check in with the present moment, and even though we may have a lot of questions and a lot of unknowns, or maybe some regrets or some memories that are haunting us, we have to be able to pull our attention in a little bit and let go of those things, even just for a fraction of a moment every day or for short periods of time, so that we can just check in with where we are, because often where we are is not that bad. Where we are is often okay. And if we check in the now, if we check in the right here, so many of the things that we are worried about, so many of the things that we are concerned about aren't actually going on. And sometimes there are things happening in the present moment that do really truly need our attention. And when we're there, if our awareness is actually in the present moment, then there's also an awareness that allows us to know that this too shall pass. That even though this is happening right now, another new moment is coming where this thing may or may not be present. And so if we can find that there is a gift in the present moment, that every day, if we take the opportunity to really just pause and reflect and look at where we are right now, and take a breath, and take the opportunity to connect with a higher idea of who we are or what we're connected to, the earth, God, the breath, each other, our loved ones. And just tap in daily and take a moment to slow down and bring our awareness from the worries of the future or the memories of the past, and step away from the unknowns and the regrets, even if just for a short time, and allow ourselves to really breathe expansively into the present moment and see what is available for us there. Because if we can allow ourselves to remain as present as possible, that is when our flow comes through. That is when our intuition comes through. That is when our higher self and our deeper inner being has the opportunity to really speak to us and through us. And it's the more that we distract ourselves with the what ifs and the what could have beens, that we pull our attention away from the now. And the farther away from the now we get, the more disoriented we become, the more out of alignment we become, the more in worry, regret, and fear we become. If we can stay as focused as possible in the present moment, in the right now, there is often clarity, there is often a sense of flow, there is often a sense of ease and truth that might be available to us if we actually pause and look at now. It's the unknowns and the what has been that often occupies too much of our attention. because we really can't truly plan for the future, and we can't really change the past. But we can be absolutely present in the present moment and allow a deeper sense of self to be the one who comes through and makes our choices with us and through us and as us in a way that directs us towards the highest possible futures. And rather than worry about what those could be, why don't we spend our time and our attention focusing into the present moment, knowing that the more present we are, the clearer we are, the clearer we become, and the more in line with our higher self and our intuition we become. And from that place, all we have to do is be in flow and move forward. But it takes us bringing our attention in, bringing our energy field in, bringing our awareness in, and spending less time in the past and less time in the future, and more time right here in the present moment, where we have the power to look at ourselves deeply and allow the flow to move through us and allow our inner guidance to help us steer the way. So thanks for tuning in. If you are enjoying what you're hearing on my channel, please subscribe or share this video with a friend, someone who you think can hear it. Take some time today to be in the present moment as much as you can, and I'll see you tomorrow.